Chelsea, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a weekly reading vlog. I'm trying to get back into the swing of these things. So today is Monday, and I've got some updates for you. So it was the start of a new work week. Boo. Boo for those of us who have to work for a living. But I did have the most comfortable Monday that I've had in a really long time. And a lot of that is because over the weekend, I finally got some new shoes. It was shameful what my old shoes looked like, but my new ones look really cool. Look at them. They're Fila's and they're tie-dye, and I just think they're so fun. So I spent today breaking them in. I had a lot of time to wander around because our systems failed this afternoon for like an hour, which honestly isn't surprising because I'm pretty sure our computer systems predate the internet. So I did a lot of wandering around. I also had a new episode of Books Unbound today, so I got to listen to that while I was doing nothing. I love Books Unbound, and one of my favorite things about it is it doesn't matter if I'm listening to the most current episode or if I'm listening to something from the backlist. I always find that whatever episode I'm on parallels to my life in some way. So this week, Raylene had mentioned that she was reading Manacled. And if you watched my May TBR, you would know that Manacled is on there. So it happened again. Which actually leads perfectly into my reading update because I am reading Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I just hit the halfway mark. I am on chapter 21. And isn't this bookmark iconic? It's Alice with her long neck. I love it. Yeah, so I'm about halfway through. This is a reread. Obviously, I am rereading the series so I can go into Manacled. And honestly, I'm not having that much fun with this one. I feel like this one always ends up being my least favorite just because like it's so emo. The angst, there's so much angst in this one. And Umbridge is just the devil incarnate. And it's just, I'm not having the greatest time, but I'm hoping to finish it within the next couple of days. I am doing the audiobooks for these, and then obviously Manacled will be on my Kindle. Beebs got me some Panda after work, which was really nice of her. So I'm nice and full now. I'm gonna go wash this hair. I don't know what my reading plans are for the evening. I do have an Ariel Bissett video to watch, and Beebs and I were gonna watch a movie. I have to ask her if that's something she still wants to do. And then also Ween. If you missed it, Ween has a pinched nerve or something like that in his back, and he's on like so many medications for him to get better. That's probably where a lot of my evenings are going to go to, but hopefully it means that I can get some reading done at the same time. I'm excited to take y'all along with me, and let's just do the thing. It is after 8 o'clock and I am just now sitting down to talk to y'all. I'm just now sitting down. I worked all day today, but I've been cleaning and picking up with Beebs ever since I got home. We kind of tag team the house. She stayed on the back end of the house so she could keep an eye on Ween. I stayed on the front half of the house, and we just kind of like met in the middle, but it's been just like a constant thing, and we just now finished. It's 8 o'clock. I haven't even showered yet. I'm still in my work clothes. Like it's just been a whole thing. But I do have some updates for you. You would have seen this morning that I was reading The Death of Vivek Oji by LiQWYD, and I am DNFing it. I made it, I think, 25% in, and I'm DNFing. Long story short, essentially, is LiQWYD and I don't get along. I have read 4 of their other books, and I've quite literally hated all of them except for You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. That was a 5-star read. So I still find myself picking up their work because I know what they're capable of, but I didn't let that ruin my day. I got a huge boost earlier in the day because Saba Tahir, the queen, Saba Tahir, acknowledged my presence on Instagram today. It's the little things in life, you know? It's the little things. We were talking about the Ember and the Ashes series because I'm about to start my reread because Air comes out in October, and I'm very, very, very excited, and I need to be refreshed. I need to be brokenhearted again. And I'm not sure if I'm ready. I finished this today. It took me all day to finish it, but I finished it. It's 5 stars as always, but I felt like this one was pretty sloggy, but I'm really excited to get into the last 2. And also because it's the last day of the month, it was really nice to just knock out one more book. I don't know how many books I've read this month. I'm not keeping up with tracking that this year. Like, I count before I prep my wrap-ups, and then that's when I figure out how many books I've read in a month. I know I've read 77 books this year. I don't know how many of those were during the month of April. As always, I don't know what I'm diving into next because it's the work week. I will be continuing with the Harry Potter audiobooks while I'm at work. I don't know what I'm picking up on my Kindle. I don't know if I'm gonna pick something up physically. Tomorrow is May 1st, so I may try to tackle that TBR that I just made. Honestly, I'm gonna take a shower and probably go to bed because I'm exhausted. Like, I've been on my feet more or less since 3:30 in the morning, and it's after 8 o'clock at night. So we're gonna relax. Wednesday, my dudes. It was only a matter of time before you saw me this way. I am so tired. It was a really busy day at work today, but because of that, I'm able to at least bring you a reading update, even though I don't have anything else to report really. And that is, I finished Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I read the entire thing while I was at work today, so that was good. I love this one. This is one of my favorite ones. It ticks all the boxes, and I had a really good time. So even though I was exhausted all day and actually kind of butthurt, I'm glad that I got to spend the day in this book. I was butthurt because my cousin Paige is graduating college this week, and I couldn't go because my PTO time got declined because my job is fucking stupid. But my mom sent me a bunch of pictures, so that was nice, but it's not the same. I wish I could have seen them. It's been a long time since I've seen them, so there was that. I don't have a lot of time to sit here to talk with y'all. I have to go drug the win, so I'm gonna do that. I have a Witty novels to watch tonight, and honestly, I'm probably just gonna go to bed. I'm really tired today. Happy Thursday, everybody. Pajama Chelsea is once again reporting for duty. Y'all have seen enough of my weekly vlogs to know that this is a normal thing. But I do have some exciting updates. Exciting for me, anyway. Today, my cousin Paige is officially a college graduate, and I'm so proud of her. I'm still really sad that I didn't get to be there, but I'm just so proud of her, and I'm so happy, and she's going to be a great nurse, and she just deserves all the good things. In other news, when I hung out with my best friend a couple weeks ago, she told me that she is pregnant, and today she reached out to me and told me that she's having a boy. Oh, I'm so excited. Beebs and I are so excited to buy all of the cute boy things, and I'm really excited to buy all the cute baby books. I do have some reading updates for you today. I did start Knock Knock Open Wide on my Kindle this morning. This is mostly just because my loan is about to expire and I wanted to know if it was worth putting on hold again. I'm only 14% of the way through. I really don't have a grasp on what's happening, but it's very creepy, and I think that there's potential here for me to really like this. It did take me a minute to adjust to the writing style. Like it's kind of wonky. I'm excited to continue with this. Today was the day I read Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. This is my first reread, I think, ever, where I really started to see like the inconsistencies in the plot and things that weren't very well explained. That was interesting because that's honestly never happened before. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older or I've read this series like so many times. God, this book is so beat up. So story time. I was reading this book when Ween was a puppy, like when I first brought him home. And I left him in the bedroom so I could use the bathroom. And when I came back out, he had chewed it to shreds. Like the binding is still intact. Like the pages aren't coming apart. It's definitely seen better days. So I read that today, which means that I can finally start Manacled. And y'all can finally stop hearing me saying, because I'm doing my reread of Harry Potter so I can get to Manacled. It's finally going to happen. But also because I started this and I kind of want to finish this, I don't know when I'm going to start it, but I'm officially done with the reread and I can start Manacled now. And honestly, like, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready for it. I think it's going to make me cry. Soup! Uh-oh, she's got the emotional support hoodie on. It's been a really hard day. It's been a really hard week. And I'm cracking under the pressure. But first we're going to start with taking off these shoes. I've had these shoes on for 13 hours. My feet want to break. I do have a reading update for you, but we'll go over that at a later time when I'm a little bit less emotional, when I'm a little bit more coherent. I'm here. I'm here because I got this package in the mail. In true Beebs fashion, it has been opened, but that's because she's been getting a lot of merchandise in for her shop. We both assumed that it was for her, so when I saw it at the door, I was like, Beebs, you have a package, and it was for me. So we're just gonna go ahead and open it because I really need to pick me up today. Oh, it's wrapped. I'm too emotional for this. Oh, I've never gotten one that's wrapped. I'm currently reading and enjoying this. Hope you do too. From Rachel, Books on the Brain. Oh, thank you. Oh, you didn't have to do this. Oh, this is so nice. Now I know why everyone gets excited about these. I'd never gotten one before. Oh my goodness. I guess it's only fitting that I'm such a mess and I got Dear Medusa. Thank you. Oh, God, I still think about this book every day. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I hope that you love it just as much as I did. You'll have to talk to me about it when you finish. Oh, thank you. Okay, y'all have seen enough of me crying. I'll come back to you later when I'm not such a mess. But thank you so much for this. I really, really appreciate it. I really needed it today. Thank you. Good morning. It's Sunday. I was just gonna let this vlog peter out and die, but I know that I at least owed you my reading update from Friday, and I figured I would just let everyone know what's going on now so I can just not have to talk about it again later. Yesterday, Beebs and I made the decision to put Ween down. I know it's what was best for him, but it was honestly like the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. Thank you to everybody who's sent me condolences already. And for everyone who liked his picture on Instagram. It just took me by such surprise because I just never anticipated that he'd be the first one to go. But I had a wonderful 14 years with him. And I know I'll see him again someday. So I'm dealing with that. That's still really fresh. Thankfully today is Sunday, so I have another day to get it together before I have to go back to work. I have plenty of stuff to do around the house, as you can imagine, if I need to distract myself with something. So there's that. My reading update from Friday was I read Someone You Can Build a Nest In. I was pulled in by this cover. I was seeing people mentioning it on Goodreads. So I actually read the synopsis, if you can even believe it, like me reading a synopsis. Well, I kind of skimmed it, but still, felt like it could totally be my thing. So I had it on hold for quite a while, and the audiobook finally came in, so that's what I spent Friday at work doing. And I ended up giving it 2 stars. Like, I was really disappointed in this, mostly because this book has some phenomenal writing. Like, it has one of my favorite quotes I think that I've read this year, and it's, "Humans never stood up for the right thing. They stood around feeling uncomfortable and later pretended that feeling uncomfortable made them virtuous." And I just loved that, and it had a lot of great lines. Like, this was almost a 3-star just because there was so many good lines in there. But when it came to the plot and the characters, I just didn't care. And trying to pass this off as a sapphic romance is a stretch. Now, I don't know if it's because this story was written by a man, but you could have taken the romance out completely and it would have been the same exact story. I would have preferred it diving deeper into like what it means to be human, relationships between girls, just friendship in general. I don't feel like it needed to be a romance, but maybe that's just me. I tend to have the unpopular opinion on things, but that's just how I saw it. I truly feel like unless you're just looking for a couple of really great lines, like if you liked that one line that I read, there are some other lines in there that kind of hit like that. So if that's the only thing that you're looking for, go ahead and pick this up. But I would highly suggest picking up Walking Practice instead. I feel like it is much better written. It is a better story, and it has a fun writing style, which is funny to me because I only gave that book a 3-star, but in comparison to this one, Walking Practice is like a 4. So that's just my opinion. There is one last thing about it that I'd like to mention. Someone is described as a shriveled bag of a man, which really made me laugh because Beebs and I, we love to call various members of the herd foul bags. So I feel like maybe shriveled bag will be one we might use in the future. So that's my reading update. Obviously, I haven't done any other reading. I haven't read anything this weekend. After everything was said and done yesterday, Beebs did take me out. We thought it would be good if I got out of the house for a little while. She took me shopping. We stopped at Five Below because Beebs wanted a new shirt to wear because, again, like, we're behind on laundry, so we really didn't have any clothes. So we just stopped there because it was on the way. And Beebs got me this Hannah Montana shirt. I've been wanting this shirt for a while. They just never have it in my size. They only ever have it in size small. So they finally had it, and I'm really excited to have it. I love Hannah Montana. I've always loved Hannah Montana. I've always been a Miley Cyrus fan. And I also got some candy there so I could eat my feelings when the time came. She also brought me 2 half-price books. So I picked up Funny Story by Emily Henry. I've been really wanting to read this book. And I was going to be good and just read it from the library. And funnily enough, my ebook hold came in through the library yesterday morning. So I think it's funny that, like, I finally got it through the library and I just went out and bought it anyways. This was the pick I wanted because I'm not really buying books right now, but I have a great track record with Emily Henry, so I felt confident paying almost full price for this. I mean, half price. They sell their new releases, I think, 20% off. But we also had calendar coupons, so I got an extra 10. So I got this for only $20. Holy shit, this is a $29 hardcover? Wow. Yeah, so I got this like $10 off. I think this is exactly what I need right now. I feel like fluffy, funny romances and rereads are going to be what's in my future. Beebs got a book as well. She got Expiration Dates. I had no idea that this is the same author who wrote One Italian Summer, and I absolutely love that book. Beebs liked it too. I also read In 5 Years though, and I absolutely despised it. So I'm excited to see what she thinks about this one. I did actually put the audiobook on hold. So I really hope Beebs likes this. Say hi, Soup. No, Soup. Okay, but I've been talking for like 10 minutes now. But I'll go ahead and close it off here because, again, I don't know how today is going to go. I just, wanted to tell y'all those few things. If you stuck around this long, thank you. Please give this video a like if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I know this one was kind of a funky one, and I apologize. And just leave me some comments down below. I could really use some conversation right now. I don't know if I'm going to continue to vlog. I may take a break from vlogging, but my next video will be my April wrap up. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you soon. Bye.